Well, welcome back to another video where I upload every single day. So today, as the title says, 5 things I don't want. These are 5 things I don't want. I don't want to see these 5 things. Now, before I get into the video, I want to say thank you guys for the support. The beginning of the year, it's already starting really good for the channel. So I want to say thank you. And make sure you check out 5 things I want. Now, we'll be continuing this series with 10 things and 15. Yes, I can make a top 15 video like this. So, let's start it off with the one thing that I don't want. I don't want Michael to lose. Michael must win in Halloween Kills. Look, if Michael dies in Halloween Kills, isn't that the same thing? Isn't that the same thing from Halloween 2018? Halloween 18. Wouldn't that be the same thing? So, to me, yes, there's no question about it. Michael must win. So, I don't want Michael to lose, in my opinion. Like I said, if Laurie, comes out of there and everyone survives, Laurie, um, everyone, Tommy Doyle, everyone survives. Okay, it's the same thing from Halloween 18, and then Halloween ends will be very predictable because we know what they're doing. They're playing it safe, and they're just going to let Laurie and all of them win. So, yeah. Next thing that I want is I don't want the same thing. This is a whole conversation. So, what do I mean by thing? Yeah, I don't even remember what I said. I don't want the same thing. Like I said, this is a whole conversation. What do I mean? I don't want the same thing. Okay. There was some comedy in Halloween 18. Did that comedy bother me? No. Did that comedy hold back the film? No. Halloween 18, Halloween 2018 is a perfect film. It's a masterpiece. It's one of the best slashers of the last decade. That's crazy to say now, the last decade. But yeah, it's one of the best horror films of 2018. But, but, Halloween Kills is what? Think about it. It's the mid-chapter, it's the middle chapter of this trilogy. So, you want Halloween Kills to be the most darkest, the most grittiest, and just the most edgiest out of all of them. You want a high body count, you want all of them. So, I don't want them to do the same. So, I just don't want them. I don't want them to do the same thing that they did in Halloween 2018. I don't want them to do, the same kills. I don't want them to do the same attention. I don't want them to do the same scares. I want everything to be new. You know, I think that's what makes the best sequel. The best sequels of all time. If you look at some of the best sequels, Terminator 2, Child's Play 2, Rocky 2, some of the best sequels are right there. Look at those movies, put those into your head. Tell me what those movies do. They do not do the same thing. They keep the core values of the first one. Sure, they keep the core values, and in some essence, it's the same, like, vibe and feel and stuff like that. But it's more so different. So I don't want them to do the same thing, in my opinion. Now the other thing is, I don't want them to play it safe. What do I mean by playing it safe? I mean not taking no risks. That's what I mean. I don't want them to play it safe. If they play it safe, you're really comping out, and then I just realize, okay, well, you're making Halloween ends predictable, in my opinion. So, I don't want them to play it safe. To me, I can make that a whole video, and to be quite frank with you, Blumhouse has been kind of playing it safe with their latest film. If you know, you know. Black Christmas. Yeah, I don't want them to play it safe. So, yeah. So, the other thing I don't want characters to be thrown in. Now look, I'm happy Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we getting Lindsay Wallace and Tommy Doyle. I'm glad we're getting all of those. I'm super stoked, like super stoked, mind blowing that we're getting those characters. Okay, I'm happy, so stoked, like I said. But the problem is, there's two types of fan service. You got the fan service that actually intertwines with the story. It helps the story flow, But then you got the other fan service. It's just throwing in there. Look, okay, here you go, just to sell tickets. You know what I mean? There's two types of fan service, as I've said. You can look at that. You can really look at that how as you will, but that's how I look at it. There's two types of fan service. Like I said, you got the good kind, you got the bad kind. I don't want them to throw characters in there. You know, I don't want Lindsay Wallace just to be there. You know what I mean? Like she's just there to be there. There's not really okay. This is why she's there, etc. I don't want that. I don't want these characters to be thrown in there. Um, like yes, I have complete faith in Halloween Kills. I do. But I'm not gonna lie, there are some worries, because think about it. They are dealing with a lot of characters here. They are dealing with a lot of characters. Some characters that should have been introduced in Halloween 2018 if they were gonna plan 2 more films. I think, me personally, they should have had Sheriff Brackett in Halloween 2018 if they knew they was gonna do 2 more films. That's for a whole nother video. But yeah, I don't want them just to throw characters in there just to be there when you're dealing with so much, it's like so many people. You're dealing with Laurie, you're dealing with Allison, you're dealing with Karen, you're dealing with um that um that sheriff man, like with that. Do you know that sheriff man with the cowboy hat? You're dealing with him. You're dealing with Michael. You're dealing with all of that. And then you add Tommy into the mix. You're adding all of these characters. So I don't want them to be thrown in there, just be thrown in there. I want them to be there for a purpose, for a sole reason. And one of them need to be sacrificed. I gotta be completely honest, one of them need to be sacrificed. But for another video. So I don't want, I do not want them to just throw Lindsay Wallace in there, Tommy Doyle, just because it would sell. You know what I mean? Really pay tribute to these characters, especially Lindsay Wallace, because we always wanted her to return in a Halloween film. So to finally have her back, she needs to be fleshed out. She needs to have a reason. I know I'm kind of going into needs now, but I have to kind of get off topic in order for me to explain myself a little bit. Um, so yeah, I just feel as I don't want these characters to be thrown in there. If I have any worries, which I will actually make a video on it, some worries that I have. If I have any worries at all, any worries, the biggest one that I may have is just throwing characters in there. Again, call me hypocritical. I am very hyped for this film. I have faith in it. It's going to be the most successful horror film of the whole year, one of the most successful movies of the whole year, you know. But you can't help to kind of feel like that they may throw these characters in there. So I don't want them to throw the characters in there. So that is 5 things I don't want. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please smack that like button. Please subscribe for more content. Hit that little notification bell. And until next time, let me know 5 things. What are 5 things that you don't want? Please let me know in the comments below 5 things you want and 5 things you don't want. Let's get interactive in the comments. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Let's have that in there. And yeah, to everyone in the next video. Until next time.